Hey everybody, ThomasWoodenRailway here, and as you guys know, we're getting to our final ThomasWoodenRailway discussions, but before we must end, we must talk about Splatter and Dodge. Now, Splatter and Dodge are diesels from Thomas and the Magic Railroad, and I hope you guys all know that. They were basically Diesel's 10's henchmen, or minions, as they like to say, but they're very coward, Diesel 10 tells them to do something, and they're not really sure about it, I think the perfect example of that is when is, Percy comes and sees them at the magic buffers, and they're like, are these them? I don't know. And then Percy freaks out. So Splatter and Dodge are interesting. And I remember as a kid, I wasn't really obsessed with Splatter and Dodge, but I do kind of like the Britt Alcroft moral of the story is that they realize that Diesel 10's a bad guy. If you guys remember, they are last seen. Diesel 10's about to chase Thomas and Lady, and they say, you know what, Diesel, you're crazy, and that's the last we see of them. As you guys know, their models, after Thomas and the Magic Railroad, were just given a new paint color, and they were actually turned into Airy and Burt. Like, the Airy and Burt models were actually from Splatter and Dodge, because, you're not going to waste money by throwing away models. It's just not worth it. So, let me just talk about this here. A lot of you guys have the new 2011 models. Splatter and Dodge were really, really rare. Up until this point, they were really rare. They were probably only sold... See, Thomas the Magic Railroad came out in 2000, and they were probably only sold for about 2 years afterwards. I remember when I got Splatter and Dodge, it was in that gold Thomas and the Magic Railroad box, and I've seen that... Well, I haven't literally seen it sell, but I've seen it posted on eBay for hundreds of dollars. That one. However... Learning Curve kind of ruined it this year when they re-released Splatter and Dodge. So let me show you guys what they look like if you guys don't have them. This discussion would be more worthwhile if these guys were still rare, but they really aren't. So Splatter, which I think is a pretty cool name. Splatter, he kind of has like a heh, hi everybody, but he's really scared look. I'm really confused about Dodge's look. He's like screaming, no. I think he also kind of has that look where he's like, hi everybody, but I got stage fright, so it's interesting. My Splatter and Dodge, have a few nicks here and there. But hey, what train doesn't? You can see Splatter, or Dodge has a couple of nicks back there. Flip them around. Now, the only difference between these models that I have and the new models that came out in 2011 are the names on the bottoms, or, the dates. Obviously, I'll show you guys the dates in a sec, and it also has the name right here. And then it has the Learning Curve brands ink on it, and then it has the whatchamacallit, the number on the bottom in case they need to get recalled to have that. And that's one of the differences. And then the other only difference is they have this thing back here. Now, numerous ThomasWoodenRailway users on YouTube have told me that this is called a Widow's Peak, but you know what? It's just easier to call it the thingy. So Splatter and Dodge have the thingy on the back of them. And anyway, you know what? That's pretty much it, but we're not done with this discussion yet. I'll show you guys the bottom, Splatter, Dodge, and then... So Splatter is listed as 2000, and Dodge is listed as 2000, so there's like no errors at all in there. And before I end this discussion, I'm just going to do a quick thing, because as I told you guys before... Airy and Burt were the models for Splatter and Dodge. So this is Airy, and that's Splatter. I just want to show you guys look how similar they look. You didn't have to do much. I mean, you got the, you got like this four-square looking thing right there, and then you got it right there. Their cabs are the same. Look at the cabs. If I can widen out there, look at that. Identical, pretty much. He's got stuff right there. Stuff right there, and then look at the stuff on the top. You got stuff on his roof, and he also has that. And I just won't turn around because it's the exact same thing, but it's interesting because, they look pretty much the same. So, take Airy away here and put Dodge back, but that's interesting because Learning Curve also followed kind of the same idea with keeping or making their models the same as Hit's models. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this ThomasWoodenRailway discussion. I'm sorry it wasn't as exciting as my other ones, because, you know, if Splatter and Dodge were still rare, then it would be more interesting. But anyway, you guys can, you guys can either buy the new 2011 models or try to find the old ones. But anyway, that's a discussion on Splatter and Dodge. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you.